Hey everyone, this is the Knife Reviewer, bringing you another knife review on this knife I just picked up today. It's made by Buck. It's an interesting knife. I really like the design on it, the shape of it. It's a cleaver, chopper, or whatever you want to call it, kind of a blade. I saw this in the store. My first thought was I've never seen this kind of a knife made from buck. So while I was at the store, I took my phone and I kind of looked online, did a Google search on it, and just trying to get some information on it. Couldn't find nothing. Looked on YouTube to see if there's any reviews on it, and there wasn't. There was like one review or one video, and it really didn't have any information on it, no description or anything, no details on it. So I was like, well, I should grab it and do a review on it. And this is a fairly inexpensive knife too. It was like $25 or something like that plus tax, and I was like, well, yeah, for that, for under $30, I'll go ahead and grab that and do a little review on it. And plus, I like the way it looked too. It's kind of cool looking. I've been meaning to, getting me a little chopper, kind of a pocket knife like this, and just haven't done it yet. And I saw this, like, why not? And, being that it's a under $30 knife, I temper my expectations. I know it's not going to be a super high carbon steel, really amazing quality knife. It is what it is. But for just some light EDC, everyday carry stuff, I think should do pretty well. It should hold up well. They're calling it, it's called the 252 trunk knife. 252 trunk knife. It's 4-inch long, closed, with a 3.5-inch 7 CR MOV steel. This is the first knife I've purchased that's 7 CR steel, stainless steel. I have some 8 CR steel blades, and they've held up pretty well, from what I use them for, and so I don't have any complaints really about those. So I just assume that 7 CR steel is probably just a little bit weaker, maybe not as strong of a knife. But yeah, I think for what it is, you're not going to be taking something like this, camping and chopping wood and hacking bushes down and stuff like that. And so for some small everyday carry stuff, I think light duty stuff, this should be more than adequate to handle that handle the work. And speaking of handle, this is G10 scales, G10 handle. It's fairly grippy. It's not too bad. It doesn't seem like it's gonna slip around very much. It's got some ridges here for your thumb and on the back, and a little cutout here for your finger. It seems like it would grip pretty well. It's a liner lock system. It's pretty common. Nothing special about it there. It does its job. Looks pretty good. It's got a stainless steel clip, and I took this earlier today, and I was wearing it, around town, and I was surprised. It is a good, sturdy, solid clip, but it's not like super tight where you can't hardly put it on, or it didn't seem like it pulled my pocket real hard taking it out either. So that was pretty good there. You got your thumb studs, the ball bearing pivot. Now, a couple things about this. When I first got it, as I have experience with folding knives like this, the blade, the action was kind of stiff. It wasn't real smooth. If I just use my finger strength to try to deploy it, it doesn't really want to. You kind of got to give it a little flip. Now, earlier I was messing with this knife, and and trying to get it to loosen up, So I was watching a movie, and while I was sitting there watching my movie, I was just kind of doing this the whole time, trying to break it in. And then when that didn't seem like it was doing too much help, I took a little bit of some lubricant and put it a couple drops in that bearing and that pivot there, and trying to loosen it up. And it helped a little bit, but yeah, it's still kind of stiff, and it might be just one of those things where, it's just going to take a longer break-in time. But it locks good solid lock. Nothing rattles or nothing wiggles around. It's very, very tight. It's pretty good. The other thing is the edge. It came out, and it has a sharp edge. It really does. It's a good sharp edge. Now I don't know if I would call it like razor, like hair shaving sharp. I don't know. I didn't try shaving my arm hair or anything like that with it. But it has a pretty sharp edge. It's not as sharp as like some cold steel knives I've purchased, but still pretty sharp. Some pretty tightly nylon woven rope. Let me double it up and cut both two of it. Cuts pretty clean, not too bad. Let me get some a little thicker. Get a little thicker nylon rope here. Oh, and some sawdust everywhere. I'm in my shed. So it seems to cut pretty well. Sorry, I'm sniffling. I'm out in the shed, and it's pretty chilly out tonight. Yeah, so doubling up, it didn't want to cut them the first pass, but so it's sharp, and sharp enough to do some mild tasks, opening boxes or packages, or cutting some rope or some light duty stuff. Should be fine. Just a good carrying knife to have around. Like I said, it's not something you're going to take and try to take down a bush or something with. But for what it is, under $30, it's a neat knife, neat looking knife, and I think it will serve me well with what I'll do with it, just to carry, and if I need to open up a package or whatever, I think it'll do the job fairly nicely. And it's got, if anything were to catastrophically happen to it, if it were to fail, I don't know, maybe I'll make a video just documenting that, show that, do a review, like an update on that. But, and also, being a Buck, they've got their lifetime warranty on these. So, I didn't mention earlier, this is not a made in USA Buck knife. It's made in China, so, but they still offer it still has a lifetime warranty on them. So, yeah, so if it, mechanically or craftsmanship on it or whatever were to ever fail on it, it's got that warranty on it, so that's kind of neat to have that on there. But anyway, so there's my little review on these. It's the Buck 252 trunk knife, little chopper blade. So yeah, if you're looking for a chopper, and you're looking around the $30 range or under, that this could be a good option for you. So yeah, so check them out. See you guys.